Here we go. Oh, we're a little early because it's.
Here we go.
Hey, it's here we go. We're a little early.
Here we go.
So Rick's on autopilot, and
I'm on autopilot.
Autonomous Rick, autopilot Rick. Hey, happy Friday. You might be asking yourself, do we coordinate our outfits? And not intentionally. So we've been randomized. This proves how randomness. It's almost like genetics, that you'll end up with a match pair at some point. So here we are with our orange shirts on a Friday, which feels a little bit like Monday for me. Hey Rick, turn off the sounds. Hey Rick, turn off the sound. Because, if you say it enough times or loud enough, people will hear you.
It's funny.
So it's working. It is Friday. We're going to cover a couple of really good topics today. We're going to talk about food straight up. We're going to talk about this grill before this food. We're going to talk about sleeping. People have problems sleeping, and kids and sleeping. And maybe your kids are the reason you don't sleep. But let's go ahead and get started. I think should we do this at the very end? We're going to tease to that. Let's go ahead and give away the grill at the very end. So you still have a chance, and Charlie will monitor comments as well as Rick. We have a front runner right now. So if you've already entered, you might want to double down on your entry so that somebody doesn't swoop in and say, oh, they really. So it's your story. It's not like how many times you entered. It's like, do you have a good story about what you would do with this grill?
I am autonomous Rick.
Very good. This is the best ever.
Automated.
Where is the switch? May have to turn it off.
Why have I been automated?
At least you haven't been cloned, because we're saving the world from too many Ricks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's talk about food.
Let's talk about you.
We got that's not. We got into steak yesterday, which is very specific.
I know you asked about a wet rub. What was up with that?
So what I want to ask you today is name your 5. This is for you out there in the internet. Did you share this with all your groups? Maybe you should be doing this because that really worked yesterday.
Yeah, I shared it to the. Well, I just shared it to the thing. So
I'll share it to all your groups. Rick's going to share it. We're learning stuff about social media. In case you ever want to do something like this, you can boost it at the end, spend a little bit of money. That'll get it in front of people, random people. You're not random. You're special.
Special.
But if you have a few groups, so what are the groups you share with us? San Angelo, Swap, and Sell?
Yes, San Angelo, where we don't delete you overnight. And
hey,
who knows?
There you go. Thank you, San Angelo.
See, we got four people watching. Hey, everybody.
We had hundreds of
5! Wow, look at that. Let's go.
So, all right. So Rick has rung the bell so people know we're here. It's actually now 9:09. This is our official start time. So we have wasted 4 minutes warming up, which is probably pretty good. It's like, getting ready to run. Here we go.
So first topic, 5 favorite foods. You want to go?
I'll let you go first because I have a feeling you have some definite opinions on this.
I love food, so.
And this can be confections. This could be anything you eat. So it's the broad definition.
5 favorite foods. There's 12 people watching right now. My number 1 has to be steak and potatoes. I'm just a steak and potatoes
there's 2.
kind of guy. I only count that as
dish.
1.
Okay, all right. Because the rules here are very liberal. Yeah.
No, I am a food lover, but I like my burritos. Thank you, Charlie, for bringing me a burrito this morning from Julio's. Gotta love your Julio's burritos, and that's like 16 different foods.
Did it have steak and potato in it?
No, I get the potato bacon and the sausage egg all in one burrito, or I call it a taco because it's a little small thing. And we could debate whether it's a taco or a burrito all you want, but.
Okay, there's 2 then. So now we have steak, we have
watermelon,
burrito, taco, watermelon,
cherries
are good.
Cherries are fabulous, especially right now in the market. They're excellent. And I love my sweets too, so I'm gonna have to put cake on the list. Just straight up cake with, buttercream icing.
Buttercream icing. So do you like a chocolate cake, or do you like a white cake, or you want something in between?
I prefer a white.
Like angel food?
No. Like just a regular. See, a Sam's $13 cake. That's the best
cakes?
deal ever. Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. Put you a scoop of ice cream on that, and you get sugar with sugar.
Wow. Okay.
You don't like the sugar?
Actually, I do like it.
My grandma used to say, "Give me some sugar."
I do like it, and I'm not going to make a comment about your grandma in that context. So, okay, now you have your list of 5. Which one of those are you going to protect? Like, under no circumstances will I ever give this up. Not for this big lifestyle change, not for the nutritional. I'm just not going to do it.
It's got to be the meat, the steak.
The steak, not giving up steak.
I mean, not giving up the steak.
All right, now if I came to you and said, there's a new rule, Rick. There's a new
sheriff. There's going to be a twist.
You have to give up one of them. So you've already protected one.
Oh, that's easy too.
4 literally on the table, and the burrito fell on the floor because it said, "I'm not a taco."
I'm definitely giving up the sweet. I'm definitely giving up the cake because the sugar does the whole sugar high thing, and whereas if I eat the cherries, I feel better, and so on and so forth. So
you made your list well, partly because you knew what the format was. Do you think? Or you didn't play to the format, did you?
Well, you do it now.
Okay.
What are your top 5?
My favorite, actually, I eat the same breakfast every day. The identical breakfast. And I found out that
that's actually good for you.
The name of the architect here that's done all the cool stuff like 100 years ago in St. Angelo, Ben, would you please tell us who that is? His name, last name starts with an O.
Wings.
And he's Italian.
Jacob says he's not giving up wings.
So this gentleman was such in a rut. I mean, he had the same breakfast every day, went to the same diner for lunch, had the same lunch every day, and probably the same supper too. It was kind of a quirky but brilliant guy.
So are you going to tell us what yours was?
So I'm going to just say, since I eat the same bowl of oatmeal loaded with fruits and nuts, although there's a variety, I'll just put in whatever we have. I don't think I'll give it up because I'm kind of in that rut. So, I will occasionally.
I get bored with that.
Occasionally my mother-in-law will say, I'm making pancakes or I'm making, eggs and sausage. And I'll say, okay, but I'm going to follow it up probably with a small bowl of oatmeal. So for whatever it is, that's my one.
Do you do the instant oats, or do you do?
No, I do the
long cook
old-fashioned.
Oats. Wow!
But 1 minute in the microwave. Fun fact: they'll cook in 1 minute. There's no need to get those really mushy ones. You get those nice grainy ones that way. And steel cut, this is not a thing.
So Ben likes his fun vegetables.
So the other thing, I'm on my list. I better snap it up here. This
let's
list
go.
of 5. Okay, so I do like steak. Although I don't eat a lot of it, but I will never turn it down. And so I like a good steak. Man, that's it. Those are my 2.
Those are your 2.
Oh,
so which one are you giving up?
I love sweets. I love ice cream. I love all kinds of ice cream. I do love chocolate candies. I like fudge and brownies and anything like that. So yeah, so I got to put one in there. I do like spaghetti. Spaghetti's good.
With meat sauce or without?
Yeah, with meat sauce. A lot of meat.
So,
and it seems like, I have like infinite ability to eat that. Like if there was just me and the spaghetti, it's like I never get full with it. And I know other people are like, man, that spaghetti really fills you.
So my daughter likes spaghetti with just the spaghetti, no meat sauce, no nothing.
Yeah, kids love that. Maybe a little butter.
No, she gets mad if you put the butter on. She's like, Daddy, did you put the butter on? And I'm like, no. And she's like, yes, you did.
So there's this big glob of glutenized, of spaghetti. Then what else?
So where are you at? Where you got meat?
Here's the thing that we're discovering about me is like, I'm just gonna eat what presents itself, and I'm specific about the
like nothing bundt cakes, huh?
Those are good. Yeah.
All 12.
So what would I give up? I'd probably give up the ice cream. Kind of like you.
It's like,
although
makes sense.
Just honesty. But I would say I was giving up, and then I would sneak in at 11 o'clock at night and go ahead and have a bowl of ice cream. So, yeah, just like you and your diet, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm being honest and upfront. That I know that I'm not going to be held accountable for giving something up.
So moving on to your next topic here.
Wasn't that fascinating? Think about it. Yeah, tell us. So we already had wings.
What's your favorite? Yeah, somebody mentioned wings. What else? What would you not give up ever? Period. Charlie, what's your one you wouldn't give up?
In the area
Brisket.
Brisket's good.
Meat again. We all chose a meat.
I can go days and days without meat, but I
need my protein.
I do miss it.
Otherwise, I get a little wacky.
I have several people in my family that do not eat meat, and we get along great. We're very accommodating to each other, so you can do it. You don't have to adapt. I never adapted. I'm sorry. Others have.
So you wake up early, right?
I do.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up. The alarm is set at 5:01.
Why do you have to set an alarm?
Well, like today, I hit the snooze 4 times, so I overslept till 5:30.
You overslept till 5:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have things I want to do, and I think it is good. If you're like say, I wish I would walk more. Well, it's too hot to walk. Well, hey, at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's not too hot. So that's what we do. We get up and walk. And that's why. And then we have breakfast, And then like I watered all the plants outside today. The tomatoes are looking good. They're as tall as I am now. Not the tomatoes.
Do you have
the
determinate or indeterminate tomatoes?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
They're little orange cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Grape tomatoes.
They're determinate tomatoes.
Oh, they're determinate. Okay. Well, good. I like their
we'll
attitude.
Have another class on what that is.
I like their attitude. But, Will, what about, okay, so it's one thing for you to have a routine. I think a lot of adults, and this is probably a tough time for some people who are not maybe plugged into having to show up at work at a certain time. Now their natural inclination is to stay up late, binge watch, and then they're going to wake up late. And so now they've gotten into being a night owl, and maybe that's not good. Maybe it's good. Maybe the whole family's sleeping until 11, skipping breakfast.
We all have our own. What is it called? Synchronies, whatever. And there are night owls and there are morning people.
I agree.
And you're a morning person.
I'm better.
Straight up, you're a morning.
Yeah. Now, when I was a teenager, I loved to sleep till noon, 1 o'clock on a Saturday. My dad didn't really approve of that.
I don't think I can sleep till 1 o'clock. There's no way.
It helps if you have really fluid joints and great blood pressure and low. I don't know, problems. I mean, I was in really good shape.
The thing driving me crazy right now is the sinuses. I find myself having a hard time breathing sometimes at night, and anyway, just roll over too much and have to readjust because of sinuses.
Yeah.
So somebody get rid of all that pollen that's out there.
So children, what time should children go to bed?
So Scarlett goes to bed at 8 every night. And a lot of times in the evening, she's just super cranky and super tired because she's in camp right now.
Yeah.
And she really needs to go to bed earlier, not later. Like some people think, oh, let your kids stay up later.
Do you prep her for like at 7 o'clock? You're like, okay, you got 55 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah. So
why don't you go ahead and get your jammies on and get ready to go?
Absolutely.
So that at 7:59, you're sliding.
Well, otherwise we'll get to 7:45 and she's over there whining and fussing and everything else.
Have you brushed your teeth yet?
And it takes forever to get her there. So she loves watching TV. I don't understand why she likes watching TV so much, but we'll use that as a tool. Hey, you get to watch 10 minutes of TV if
you're completely ready.
You have your pajamas on and you get your teeth brushed.
I think kids really do respond to bribery. I mean positive reinforcement. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It works.
It's better than yelling and screaming and all that.
So what time? In order to wake up at 5:01 a.m., what time do you go to bed?
Ideally, I should be slipping in the covers at 9 o'clock at night,
Grandpa.
But no, I usually between 9:30 and 10:30. Yeah, sometime in that time period.
Well, that's not bad.
No, it's fine.
So I'm usually in bed by 10:30, asleep by 11, and then I get up at 6-ish.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I think most of.
But I naturally wake up. Like I don't have an alarm. My window's open so the light comes through, and I'm light sensitive. So anytime the light comes on, I wake up.
I've blocked my windows so that it's dark in there. That's one of the secrets, I think. If you're going to go to bed early, especially if you live a little further north, Colorado, Montana, whatever. Man, at June, it's still light at 10 o'clock at night.
So Stan says, that's a mighty fine-looking grill you got there.
Hey, Stan, are you entering the contest?
I like it.
Yeah. So we talked about sleeping, and I think we kind of beat it to death. So unless you want to talk more about sleeping.
Well, I don't know. So my wife's having trouble sleeping right now, and she says her back's hurting her, and she thinks it's because of the mattress. But we slept on the same mattress already for a year now. So
for 25 years, this mattress has been just fine.
No, we switch the mattress every couple of years. But hey, what mattress do you think works best for the wife? I need some help.
Yeah, my thought on this is we've gone through this whole cycling. We bought one of those expensive whatever foam beds and all that stuff. And
memory foam from the 1970s?
No, this was like 6 or 7 years ago. And for me, and you might relate to it, it's too damn hot.
Oh yeah.
And I think they've improved it, but it was fine in the winter. But
so that's another thing. Do you sleep in pajamas or do you sleep with a blanket
I
on?
prefer to keep my sleeping attire private.
I bet Bruce is full on pajamas, head to toe, even has the socks on and the earmuffs.
When I was young, I slept just in boxers, but I have added on at least a shirt, I have to admit. And here's the reason.
Can't you see Bruce full attire? He's probably even has a little flap in the back.
Yeah. I think you're having fun at my expense. And for no reason.
For no reason.
I will say, if you wake up in the middle of the night because you're cold, because you got the AC on, whatever you like it at, and you haven't covered your arms. I found that this was a good deal for me. I do use a long sleeve t-shirt because
I told you.
because I'm hot at first. I kick all the covers off, and then if I can't find them, I'm basically exposed to the world, and it's like I should have had a shirt on at least. So there's your tip to sleep.
Go buff. Don't sleep with anything. You don't even need a blanket. Just the ceiling fan going's all you need.
I don't have an official pair of matched pajamas. It's not like a Ricky Ricardo kind of outfit.
My wife has her own matched pajamas.
Yeah.
And she has to wear the whole thing. She won't, if she's not in her pajamas,
honestly,
she
that's
can't
kind
fall
of
asleep.
classy. She sounds like a very classy person.
Now, what are you trying to promote and insult at the same time? Is this a backwards compliment?
I think your wife's very classy.
Oh.
I don't know how you ended up in this conversation.
Oh, well, at least we're having fun this morning.
Well, and she's trained in the human mind. What does she think about, the proper, way to be attired for bed and all this sort of thing for the purpose of sleeping?
So the only thing that she says about sleeping, and she does talk to a lot of patients about sleeping, is that you do need the routine.
Yeah.
And you do want to get yourself tired before you try and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you want to avoid doing things in bed that would prolong, or like the phone. Even though she plays with her phone in bed,
she knows that she probably should set it aside.
You got to put the phone down in bed, and
it's tough because
don't go to bed until you're ready to go to sleep.
If the phone is your alarm, and I do wake up a lot without it, but it's my fail-safe. I can relax because I know the phone will wake me up. But from all the different things that you've read about phones being near you, it's now. I mean, it's difficult to say, I'm just going to put that in the other room.
There's some peace to that though. Like I've been gardening more lately, and I've started leaving my phone inside when I go out and garden.
Yeah.
And there is a sense of peace to that, knowing I don't have my phone on me, and I'm not worried about it, and I'm just going to go do this other thing instead of being constantly realtor worried about my phone.
I used to shut mine off on Saturdays. It was a screenless Saturday, and how would that work for a real estate agent?
That would not work. Clients would get extremely frustrated.
Yeah, so your job maybe. I remember back in the day when cell phones first came out, way back, when President Reagan and I were having a chat. One of the guys on our
Reagan was awesome.
One of the dads on our baseball team, we're all coaching our little kids. He was this is the first time I ever saw it, the bag phone. I mean, this was a cell phone. And I was like, what the hell? And he's like, well, I'm on call. I'm the engineer on duty for this rig. And I was like, show me this thing, And it was, because I'd seen them in cars. The first cell phones were in cars mostly that I'd ever seen. And it made sense, and they were cool, and they had the speakers and the whole bit. But I was like, you're carrying that around with you? And I just thought it was a bad idea. I mean, when
you still have one of those big giant phones.
I do, a brick. I have a brick.
You got the brick. So if you had $10,000 to throw at something today, what kind of investment would you make? Because it's not going to be in cell phone.
Yeah, just strictly stock market thinking. I remember talking to a financial advisor 15 years ago, and I said, I want to pick up some things pick some stocks I want to go with, and I had a formula, and I'll be glad at some point maybe to talk about what was my strategy.
We need a whole segment to that.
But reading the paper today, I'm like, Apple looks like they're going to do great. And I remember at that conversation, I was like, hey, I think I want to buy Apple. He goes, Apple sucks. Apple all over. I thought, you know what? I think if you have an inclination and you could afford to lose it. So this was $10,000 you found on the street. And we're not saying that you needed to spend it on, say, food or clothing or shelter, because many people would need to. But if maybe it was like, the millionaire said, here's $10,000. You must invest it in either stocks or real estate.
Okay, so what are you buying?
I'd put it all in Apple. I would, yeah.
Really?
I would have done it 15 years ago.
Oh, please, whatever.
So
I still think Amazon's a good buy right now.
It may be peaked. Some of these ones well, pick something people don't know. I mean, but I think you should.
I bought Green Mountain Coffee Company back before it launched.
Yeah.
I went through a McDonald's drive-through, and I saw that they were serving Green Mountain coffee, and I had started serving it in the store that I managed, the stores that I managed, and so I knew what the possibilities were. And when I saw that McDonald's picked it up, I went and bought a bunch, and it went through the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, it went up 1,000%. So
no kidding.
It was pretty cool.
I wondered how
it's my biggest win ever. But
when I see you driving around that Bentley.
I got no Bentley.
How did he get that?
I'm still got my 4Runner. I thought I was going to get rid of my 4Runner, and Anyway, more saga, but that's okay. We'll leave it alone.
How much would you take for your 4Runner? Because there's people out there that
It's
have
listed
been
out there.
dreaming.
It's listed on my Facebook page. Go check it out.
Okay, all right, I will.
My 4Runner Pro.
It is a good looking vehicle.
I like it.
Yeah.
like
There are so many white cars and trucks now. Have you noticed that?
Mine's white so I can wrap it because I want to wrap it with.
But that aside, and I know why. If you ran a company and you needed white pickup trucks, part of it is visibility and safety. But it's like, why is everybody else running around in white vehicles? I don't know.
So it's better than a silver vehicle because apparently they're the ones that have the most wrecks because they look like the sun or they look like the horizon and nobody sees them and they pull out in front of them like motorcycles.
There may be something to that. We used to have an old Chevy that was sort of a sky reflective, whatever that color was, but it apparently blended into everything and people were always trying to run us over. So yeah.
So $10,000 into Apple stock.
Yeah.
And I would probably go $10,000 into 10 different penny stocks. I would try and pick up a solar company and an electric company. And
what if I gave you half of your 10,000 you could do in scratch offs? Would you? $5,000 in scratch offs.
Can I just keep the $5,000?
Yeah, that's probably smarter. Yeah, but a lot less work too.
So let's give away this grill.
Okay, let's do it.
Today Stan said that's a mighty fine looking grill you got there.
Stan, nice. What's your last name, Stan?
Stan is
I can't see that.
Hartke.
Okay, Stan, thank you.
Hartke.
Okay, Hartke. Is that German? Hartke?
I don't know. You still watching, Stan?
Tell us, Stan. Stan went to work.
Stan's at work. What are you
All right,
talking
and
about?
the other entries I think were
Stan says yes, it is.
How about that?
Thanks for listening, Stan.
Hey, Stan, if you can give us a phrase in German that one of us can understand, we'll put you a little bit further along. But you have like 10 seconds. All right, we'll just chat a little bit about Andrea Souffle.
Souffle. I like the last name. I love it.
Yeah.
Souffle.
And she does some pretty important work up in Carlsbad, so she's kind of a front runner. And then Brett Nikolak, which I think is Czechoslovakian. Brett, are you back from Colorado? Do we have much sympathy for somebody who managed to sneak in a vacation to Colorado while the rest of us are putting up with 106 degrees? I don't know. Sorry, Brett. He's a good guy. But, okay, Stan, have you said your German phrase?
He says he doesn't know any German.
He said, I'm reading it, says, Ich liebe dich.
Oh,
my God.
It's terrible. We're terrible. I'm sorry. I apologize for both of us.
I did take high school German, so there was a chance that I could actually read it. Okay, let's give it away. We'll pull the name out of the coffee cup, and it's Andrea Souffle. Way to go, Andrea.
Sorry, Stan. We'll get you next time.
Maybe there's more grills coming our way. We both know Mike Avila over at Ace Hardware, Westlake, and maybe he's
I tell you
got
what, Stan.
grills. How about the green egg, Mike? Can you bring one of those over?
I got something for Stan. Stan, if you come by the office, see Charlie up here. She'll give you a $20 gift card to a local restaurant.
Oh, there you go. I mean, here we go.
Here we go. Congratulations.
Were we wrapping up there by accident? I think we are.
We are.
Thanks for
we're
watching.
out here.
We'll see you Monday.
Here we go.